is LMAO. LMAO brings you the funniest comedians today.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome to LMAO TV. Perfect. We are so excited to be here at the Laugh-In Comedy Cafe in Fort Myers, and we're going to get started. So the comedian that's coming up right now was a contestant on Fear Factor. I know, very exciting. And her name is Stacey Steele. Hey! So exciting. So exciting. All right. So, yeah, that's me. That's me. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks, Dad. Thank you. So, guys, I want you to back me up on this. I find that women carry really weird stuff in their pocketbooks. Am I right? Men, how many of you have ever tried to reach your hand in your woman's purse? Exactly. I find that, like I said, women carry really weird stuff in their purse. So rather than having you guys all dump the contents of your purse on the table, I'm going to just share with you some of the crazy things that I keep in my bag. So you see I have a flower here. You see I have a flower here. I always have a spare. Ladies, if you have long hair, this is very important. I call this the obligatory first date barrette. Because you never know when you're on your first date when you're going to need to get your hair out of your mouth. When you're eating, this is a clean family show, people. What's wrong with you? And then some of you may recognize these. I'm not going to admit anything about my age, but when you hit a certain age, you might need some of these, right, ladies, gentlemen? I buy these at the dollar store in bulk now. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or because I smoke too much pot, but I can never remember where I've left them. And then sometimes you might be in an emergency situation and you might need one of these. Sir, could you hold my panties? Thank you. Do me a favor. Don't smell those. No, I'm just kidding. I don't wear underwear. It's just... No, you might find yourself in need of one of these. What? Everybody. No? So nobody here has ever seen The Lion King? Really? I refuse to believe that. Okay. So this is Aria Fiona Steele. She is an African pygmy hedgehog, and she's 9 months old, and she's trying to follow in her big sister's footsteps and doing stand-up comedy with her mom on tour. Very exciting. Yes, she is a real live hedgehog. Her sister, unfortunately, passed away last year, and they were both emotional support animals, because if you couldn't tell, I'm a little crazy. So I didn't have Fiona stuffed, but I did put her in here. I have some of her quills and some ashes in here. And one of my friends told me on her podcast that I was completely nuts. And I said, no, actually, I'm not the most nuts person that did anything weird with their pet, because I Googled this. And there's a gentleman who had his cat stuffed and turned into a drone. And now it looks like this. And it videotapes all over and is soon to be delivering Amazon packages. Anyway, so Aria is my second African pygmy hedgehog, my second African adoption, which makes me Angelina Jolie. Anyway, if you guys are super quiet, oh, thank you. If you guys are really quiet, I can probably get her to sing for you. So let's give it a shot. You ready? Okay. Shh, ready. It's okay, baby. I know it's a very bright spotlight, but you can do it. I know you can do it. Come on. I know I'm nervous too. No, everybody's high here. It's okay. They won't even remember in the morning. It's okay. No, don't poop. Sorry, that one was for me. I can't believe you guys fell for that. She's a hedgehog. She can't sing. Back in the bag. And don't worry, ma'am, you don't have to call PETA. She's totally comfortable in the bag. They're burrowers by nature, and plus she gets to hang out right here all day, if you know what I'm saying. So she's a happy little girl. It's nice and warm. Anyway, guys, I am what is called a hedgucator. I teach hedgucation classes, and I love informing people about hedgehogs because they're really fascinating creatures. Hedgehogs run 5 to 10 miles in the wild searching for food every single night. Guys, I'm Jewish and Italian. If I had to run 5 to 10 miles searching for food, my family would starve to death, okay? Unbelievable. Also, hedgehogs, to emulate what they do in the wild, need to have access to some sort of a wheel. So they run in their wheel, and sometimes they can do it for hours on end, which is really good cardio motivation. You know, when you don't want to get up and go for a run in the morning and you see your hedgehog on the wheel for 5 hours, you're like, man, I better get jogging. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Also, they do two really interesting things while they run in the wheel, emulating what they do in the wild. They urinate and they defecate. Very exciting stuff. I want you to imagine that the next time you go to the gym and you get on the treadmill. And when there's 30 treadmills to your right and 30 treadmills to your left, and that one dude comes and stands on the treadmill right next to you every single time, right? Why is that? But I want you to imagine him running in his wheel, peeing and pooping right next to you on the treadmill. What I'm trying to say is you don't need that gym membership 2021. Let's be fat, yes? Yeah, embrace that quarantine 15. Tighter pants is what I'm trying to say, right? So hedgehogs are really, really cool, really amazing creatures, but they're also predisposed to a whole bunch of diseases like kidney failure, heart disease, cancer, which leads me to believe that hedgehogs are Jewish. I know, it's crazy. I did a show recently, and after the show, all the wait staff at this place, it was a really huge place, they had probably 100 wait staff, but about 19-year-olds came over to me after the show, and they were all standing there like, oh my God, can I hold her? Can I touch her? Like crying, literally crying. They want to hold her, they want to feel her, they want to touch her. Who wants to feel my hedgehog? It's a thing. By the way, I do sell merch after the show, but nobody cares. Anyway, excuse me. So all these girls are standing around me like, they want to touch my hedgehog. Oh my God, I want to touch her. I love her. Oh my God, they're freaking out. And I was thinking to myself, my God, if I had a penis right now. I know, it's crazy. But the weirder thing is that I actually also do education classes for 5th and 6th graders. Never mind, that's a terrible joke. That's a thinker. That's what we call a thinker. Anyway, guys, I'm a singer, a songwriter. I do song parodies, and I have a beautiful song that I'd like to sing for you. It's called The Hedgehog Song. You guys are fantastic. Thank you. All right. How many people in here are Bob Marley fans? I know that table is right there. I can't see you from here, though. Stacey, where are you? Oh, there you are. Okay, it's a bright light. Relax. It wasn't a black joke, people. Calm down. Oh, my God. Yeah, shh. You made me mess up, Dad. I just taught myself how to play it on YouTube. I'm sorry. Oh, hedgehogs are amazing. They're floofy and give cuddles too. Made popular by Sonic. And now you know Aria too. Oh, Aria the ferocious, spiky little potato. She will try to steal all your chicken, and she's an ESA, did you know? So won't you help me to sing? All right, this part's easy. This song of hedgehogs. You can sing that with me, right? This song of hedgehogs. Perfect, because all I'll ever love. This hedgehog song. This hedgehog song. You got it? This hedgehog song. Oh, hedgehogs are not rodents. They're related more closely to shrews. So, based on their habits, genealogy, and all of my factoids, I'm convinced that all hedgies are Jews. Oh, Aria the hedgehog comic. She loves them beetles just like you. Do you eat beetles, sir? Crickets? No? Well, she can run in her wheel for hours, unlike you, I'm sure, and gets pissy if I pick up her poo. So won't you help me sing? Here we go. This song of hedgehogs. You got it? 'Cause all I'll ever love. This hedgehog song. This hedgehog song. One more time. All right, now, before I do part deux, let me explain really quickly. I have an emotional support animal, like I said, because I'm a little nuts, and I really need some assistance with my mental health. So I was getting ready to do a flight, and then I found out that hedgehogs were banned from being emotional support animals on airplanes. I know. You can't see her, you can't smell her, right? But you can bring a big dog, you can bring a cat, and you can bring a miniature pony. Are you kidding me? So that leads me to part deux. Oh, Aria helps me daily, whether I'm anxious or nervous or blue. But they won't let her up on an airplane. And a mini pony can F you. She weighs 14.2 ounces, which is a lot of cocaine, by the way, and gets carried around in her pouch. Always posing for Facebook and Instagram. She makes me feel good whenever I ouch. So I'll just rub her belly and sing. Here we go. These songs of hedgehogs, 'cause all I'll ever love. This hedgehog song. You guys are great. This hedgehog song. This hedgehog song. Wow. That was really fun. And I think you guys just passed the 5th grade. That was amazing. So as you can see, my hedgehog is my life. If you hadn't noticed, I'm completely obsessed. I have hedgehog earrings, hedgehog ring, hedgehog necklace, hedgehog socks. So if you want to donate to the Hedgecation Fund, my website is staceysteele.com. That's STACEYSTEELE.com. And you can also find us on Facebook and Instagram, and she does have her own Instagram as well. And quite recently, we just got sponsored by Fathead, so now you can get a big fat head with her face on it. Isn't that awesome? It's so cool. I'm so excited.
I drove all the way here in my husband's pickup truck. I'm not a very good driver, and I was really afraid the whole time I was driving. I know I'm a bad driver because I got stuck in a parking space in an almost empty parking lot. I couldn't back out. While I was shopping, they installed these little concrete things all over that parking lot. I called my husband on the phone and I said, I can't back up out of the parking space. He said, if you can drive in, if you can pull in, you can pull out. Just remember, if you can pull in, you can pull out. And I said, stop talking about sex and get me out of this parking space. He's never ridden in the car with me. One time in our entire married life, once, he was having a kidney stone attack. I thought it was a chance to show him what a good driver I was. I took the long way to the hospital. But he let me drive his pickup truck to get here today. Great big macho 3/4-ton 4-wheel drive. There's a limit to the amount of jostling a woman my age can tolerate. I peed all the way here. Thank heaven my seat cushion can be used as a flotation device. This great big macho truck, I could feel the hair on my chest grow. I'm driving. The check engine light lit up, I ignored it. Kept on driving. But then the gravy boat lit up. I just heard somebody yell oil lamp. Oil lamp? When was the last time you saw anybody using a gravy boat for light? Who designed the car anyway? Alibaba? All of those little things on the dashboard are confusing. That first one, the sailboat. There's the water and the mast and those little sails. What do you do if that lights up? Call the Coast Guard? The gas tank one I got there. But there's the gravy boat with that little bit of gravy dripping off its lip. And 2 speedometers, on one of which I'm going 400 miles an hour. Well, I happen to know that gravy boat means danger, so I pulled off the freeway into a gas station self-service. Nobody there but me and the guy in the convenience store. He's not coming out, is he? My truck could burst into flames. He wouldn't come out. I could have been stark naked. Oh, well, nobody'd come out. So never mind that. I decided to check the engine. I opened up the lid of the truck and it was there. I was really glad because I used to drive a Volkswagen and it wasn't there. So then I decided I'll check the oil. I pulled out the dipstick thing, I wiped it off. I couldn't find where I'd gotten it. I am not kidding, the hole had healed. So I go into the convenience store, I open the door and the man yells, "Pump number." I said, "Well, there isn't any pump number." And he goes, "Oh, lady, there's a gas station, gotta have a pump, I gotta have a pump number." But pump number, well, I don't know, 9.5 usually. Obviously, this is a man that didn't speak English as a first language. So he looked at his name tag, tried to figure out where he was from. Maybe we could communicate. But I don't speak any other languages. Well, that's not true. I try to speak Spanish. We have a lot of Spanish-speaking people here. I try to speak Spanish. I just put an O in the end of my words. Dippo sticko. I looked at this man's name tag. This is a man that needed to buy a vowel. So I decided to drive to another gas station where a customer could help me. But here's the problem. I needed one hand for the dipstick. I needed the other hand for my Kleenex. Not that anything's wrong with me, I'm just old. It happens when you get old. Look at Grandma. She doesn't have a Kleenex in her hand, her sleeve, or her bra. She's dead.
All right, we're going to keep it moving. Are you guys having a good time? Yes. All right, you're going to be amazed at this comic. He's only 12 years old. Not only that, but he has beaten myself and several other people repeatedly in a comedy contest right here at the Laugh-In. So give a big warm welcome, please, to my good buddy, Rowan Wallace.
You know, my dad recently told me, "You are what you eat," which makes no sense, because I'm a 12-year-old boy. I was like, I always wondered what was in these hot dogs. Yeah, My dad's friend recently came over and brought his dog. While we were out to dinner, the dog had gotten into the guinea pig's cage. We came home to a live guinea pig standing on top of a dead dog. You know how they circle important dates on a calendar in big red marker? I like to do that with my mom's calendar. And then watch her freak out for 3 weeks. Oh my God, what's on March 14th? What's on March 14th? And then the day finally arrives and I hop out of my room and I'm like, Mom, I'm missing my big soccer game. Takes her at least 20 minutes to figure out I don't even play soccer. Disney's bought up everything. Like they got Marvel, Star Wars, our fondest childhood memories. It's gotten to the point where one day I think my son's gonna ask me, Dad, who owns the moon? Son, it used to be God, but now it's Disney. And that's why it's shaped like Mickey Mouse. I wish parents would stop naming their kids Jimmy, because it's a win-lose situation. Like on the good side, you got Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Carter, Jimmy Dean, just out there slinging them sausages. And then on the bad side, you got Jimmy from my 3rd period class. Now that guy's a douche. I have no clue what that means, but I feel like that describes him perfectly. All right, everybody, have a good night. I'm Rowan Wallace.
This has been a presentation of LMAO Productions.